Okay, what a fun request today. We have jazz. I love it. I do one jazz thing, and then the person watching it goes, "Ooh, I want to." It said, "Your Ella Fitzgerald and impromptu jazz performance made me think of this tribute album of Maureen McGovern singing Gershwin tunes." Well, I love Gershwin. Love Gershwin so much. I sing, "Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, my irreplaceable you." And the other Gershwin I like is "There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone who'll watch over me," etc., etc. There's so many great Gershwin songs. All right, let's listen to Little Jazz Bird, which I don't know if I know Little Jazz Bird. I'm quite excited. Let's go. I like that. Whistle. I'm bad at whistling.
Oh my God, she whistles too. I'm a little jazz bird, and I'm telling you to be one too. For a little jazz bird is in heaven when she's singing blue. I say this with regret, but you're out of date. You ain't heard nothing yet till you syncopate. Oh, when the going gets rough, you will find your troubles all have flown. If you warble your stuff like the moaning of a saxophone, just try my recipe, and I'm sure you'll agree that a little jazz bird is the only kind of bird to be. When the going gets rough, you will find your troubles all have flown. If you warble your stuff like the moaning of a saxophone, just try my recipe, and I'm sure you'll agree that a little jazz bird, that a little jazz bird, that a little jazz bird, little jazz bird, little jazz bird is the only bird to be.
All right, that's genius. I've never heard that song, but I love how it's the flute and the voice are interacting with each other, and she sings her scat, and then the flute plays it back, and then they end up in harmony. It's very clever. Gershwin, just in general, they have so many good songs. It's Ira and George Gershwin. They're a team. But they're like, it's so brilliant. Like, just how did they write so many good songs? Like, there's very few songwriters who have a catalog of their size. I do want to point out, though, that this is not the first time in a song that a flute and voice have sung a duet, because if you guys know let's see, I have to find one that's not going to get blocked here. The okay, let's go with this one. Okay, in the mad scene in Lucia de Lammermoor, she sings a part with a flute. Let's see if we can get it. I found it right away. Okay, then the rest of the orchestra comes in. The point is, I thought of that because I was in that opera a few summers ago. I was in the chorus, but I had to be on stage. So during the whole mad scene, we were at a party, and then she comes out and she's just murdered her new husband. And then we had to like watch. We were on stage, so like I got to know this aria very well because I was right there, and I got to see into the pit, so I could see the conductor and I think it's a piccolo, but it was like pretty cool. Now, by the way, context of this opera, she is forced into this marriage, and her brother lies and says that her true love is dead, but he's not dead. And then they force her to marry this guy, and she doesn't want to. So then on the wedding night, as he's trying to consummate, she's like freaks out and basically kills him because she doesn't even want to marry him, and she's like freaked out. So anyway, that's why. And then she goes crazy, and that's the opera. So basically, like she's crazy, and then the ghost comes back. It's like, it's always a ghost. Anyway, that's Lucia. But the point is, it's a flute duet. So this did predate Gershwin. So I'm not saying Gershwin copied it, but it wasn't the first time that we've had a bird represented by a flute. Though I don't think in her mind, in her mad scene, the flute's representing madness because she's singing and then hearing it back. And she's like, is that real or not? Like, it's like interacting with her. And she's like, is that really, like, is that sound coming back to me? Right. In this one, she's like interacting with the bird and then
Stuff like the morning.
yeah, it's like a duet. I love that. Anyway, one's very cheery, one is very dark, but I like both of them. Her voice is great. She's scats super high. I can't do that. It's the morning here. Nope, and my voice has been kind of messed up since I don't know, a few weeks. I think had a cold, and I still feel like there's mucus in my throat, so some of my high notes are not there. Nope, not there. So, but yes, that is a very cool rendition of Little Jazz Bird. Jazz, it's the best. Gershwin, the best. So yeah, really cool. And yes, for sure, Gershwin would have been watching Donizetti because it's like not that far before. If this is like 1930s, they were definitely performing the Donizetti, Lucia de Lammermoor. Lucia di Lammermoor opera premiere. Okay, see? 1800s. Yep. Premiered in 1835, so about 100 years before. And then, where did Gershwin grow up? Gershwin grew up in Brooklyn in 1898. And then you could also look up, like, I don't know if this is online, but performances of Lucia di Lammermoor in New York City in the 20th century. I don't know if they can tell you all that, but I'm sure it was definitely performed. Look, staple. Lily Pons dominated from 1931. Okay, but we had the Met premiere in 1883, and then the 1911 production, the Lily Pons era. So yes, there were definitely performances of Lucia di Lammermoor in New York City when Gershwins were growing up. So, inspiration, Little Jazz Bird composition date. Let's see, 1924. But yes, they could have for sure seen a production of Lucia di Lammermoor. Just saying, not saying they copied, but it's a good idea. Like a voice and a flute singing together, great idea. I would do it. I would copy it. Like I'm saying, it's a great idea. I think we should all do that. All right. Well, that was a cool reaction. I didn't expect it to go that way, but that's with me. I just kind of go with whatever I feel like. And I'm like, oh, let's listen to some opera now. Let's talk about that. Let's do this. And then, no, we'll do more Gershwin. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.